welcome, welcome, welcome to the official Successful Stepmom Summit. Myself, Cheyenne Clayman, and this is...
My name's Kim, the man behind Stepmom Guide.
That's right. We are spreading out our summit across 3 different days, although over a week. We know that this has the potential to change your life.
We are doing this in your honor. I am on a mission to empower stepmoms all around the world so that they can have the family life that they want. They always wanted growing up. That they get the love that they need, because I know that stepmoms need a whole lot of love, but also get the appreciation that they deserve, because I know that you deserve that, stepmom. What a difference a stepmom can make. But I also know from experience that it's not always easy, that you get quite a lot of slack and flack for just stepping up and loving on a man who already has kids. And well, that's why we're throwing this summit for you, right? Let's just start with scientific fact number 1, stepmom, and that is that you matter. You matter so much. In fact, it is scientifically proven that the existence of your family greatly depends on you, the relationship that you have with your stepchildren. Do you have a good relationship, a good bond? Chances are you probably make it. But if you don't have a good relationships, chances are that your family will not survive over the long run. So yeah, thanks, man. Thank you for adding up some pressure. Of course, I will not leave you hanging there. And after a week, if you feel like this resonates with you, of course, there will be an opportunity to dive deeper. A lot of stepmoms expressed a lack of their voice being heard in big decisions, impacting the little children's life is something. Or for instance, when it comes down to disciplining, what do you do as a stepmom when you see that in a certain situation that you feel like there needs some tending, there needs some action being taken there, but not the father's taking any action and not the mother's taking any action? Exactly. But then all of a sudden, every other week, there's a little kid having to sleep in between the two of you. And then what do you do as a step parent? You have to, those decisions that are being made beyond your opinion, approval, like, what can you do? What is my role? Like, when can I say, how do I step up? That lack of clarity about my role, about my position, about your position as a stepmom. And it's kind of like this, how can I win when I do or when I don't? Because they already have a mom. So it leaves you kind of like, who am I? What do I mean? What is my position? Where do I belong? It's very important that you get clear. Who do you want to be? You don't have to be a mom to them. Another element, another factor that can come into play here is when there is an ours baby, when all these other things come together, like what is my role, what is my voice, how do I discipline them, who am I to them, especially when you see the older siblings affecting your little baby, and that all can culminate. There is good news. Obstacles, problems, challenges that really live in a lot of blended families. So if that's you too, then please know that it's normal. It's a part of this entire struggle. And I want you to know that just because you're there doesn't mean that you have to stay there. And that's why we are throwing this summit, to upgrade your stepmom skills, because it is a skill. It is learnable, it is doable, it is hackable, and so can you. What we are going to do over the next few days is going to share a secret with you. It is something that all successful step families have in common, but most blended families don't even know about. When you became a blended family, when you met your man, you fell in love, and you know that he has kids, but hey, only more people's love, only more love there, and I'm good with kids and I like kids, so okay, let's do this. You get your rose-colored lenses on, and life is good, right? No one goes in thinking, knowing that you're heading for
what this is, this picture
for a storm,
is,
right? You're heading right into disaster, because then I don't think you would have gotten on board. Although this is part of reality of blended family life. That was us too. Who is us? My name is Kim.
He's Kim, guys. This is Kim, and I am Cheyenne.
I am from Belgium.
Yeah.
My beautiful wife is American.
Yep.
When she moved to Belgium, at that point, she did not speak any Dutch. Ik spreek geen Nederlands, is what she said. And my daughter, she was like,
Ik spreek geen English or Engels, which means I don't speak no English.
exactly. Not only were we blending families at that point, we were also blending cultures, as you were saying, Europe was getting married. We were also blending languages, as my wife and my daughter could not have a conversation without Google Translate. So we dove deep in scientific research. We reached out to many blended families, did a lot of interviews, and we cracked the code. We noticed a pattern that all successfully blended families share, but most families didn't seem to know about. That joining a family is not the same as starting your own family. How do you do this? We are still smooth sailing, enjoying life, and all of a sudden, what do we notice there? We see blended family related, a step problem rising above the surface. What shows above the surface is not all there is. There is a lot more underneath the surface, that things that we do not see, what we are not aware of. The way that you perceive your family, the way that you look at your stepchildren, that in itself determines to a great extent whether your family will make it or not. What do I mean with that? It means that whether you look at your children as a bonus or as an obstacle, what is there underneath the surface? What is it that we do not see? And at the first layer, step parenting. So all these troubles that we have been discussing, your role, your voice, who are you, how do you discipline, all that step parenting related, your issue with stepchildren, step parent. How do you overcome that? Let's dive a little deeper. What is the answer? What is the solution there? It all goes down to how you and your man, the two of you, parent in your family.
Parent together.
And what does that mean? It means that the answer to your problem, scientifically proven fact there, in creating a joint parenting plan that clearly says, how do we do things around here? Parenting all the children involved. And a plan, we would suggest for you to write it down on paper.
Old school.
Of course, this parenting plan will evolve over time. As your children grow older, as life goes on, as you evolve as a parent, so does this plan. But this is where all those things come together. Now you and your man, the two of you, can talk about what is my voice, what is my role, who am I to them, how do I discipline them? And that disciplining, when you are creating your joint parenting plan, when they know that the house rules are not just made up because the stepmom hates her stepchild. No, I'll be the one communicating this plan. I will also share with my children why certain rules apply. You can then help remind them that these are the rules and they apply for this reason. Not because we want to punish them. No, let's think of how can we reward them for doing what they are supposed to do, so that as a stepmom, you are then helping your child to get rewarded. You're in their court, you're in their side, helping them to get to the desired outcome. Reward them and then help them implement their things, help them think of the things that you see as a parent, as an adult, but they're kids, right? They don't see everything. They don't think of those things.
How do you do that, right? How do you go about it? What the heck do you include, right? It's like, which ones actually matter enough to get on paper? And what does science say? Like, how does science back it up? How do you do this? Well, I'm so glad that you asked. I'm so glad that you have those questions, because that's exactly what we're going to cover when you join us with our next video that's going to come up in a few days on April 24th. Yes, we're going to take it out of the hypothetical and the practical. So
what is your biggest takeaway? What did you learn today? What resonated most with you? In the meanwhile, we would like to thank you for being here today. And we'll see you on the 24th for the sequel.
At the sequel.